Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Tuesday afternoon, January 19th, and we are looking at the SPY ETF's market profile here on Window Trader. And after Friday, very poor performance. They come back pretty good today, the bulls. Very interesting day. We gap higher, only to fill it in the first time frame. Then we trade 6 for 6 wide in and out of Friday's range, only to trade above that the rest of the afternoon, but going nowhere. Talk about spinning your wheels as this market got tremendously long this afternoon, but really didn't go anywhere. Didn't pop the high to go test the single prints or G's low from the 14th, but neither did it come back down and get any real afternoon pullback low, which I was looking for. Had a good trade in K period, but certainly didn't get what I wanted. Let's go to the other indices. The Russell gapped higher, filled their gap in A, and then also, they were 7 for 7 wide, but then 10 wide up higher. And then the triple Qs, best performer of the day, they were also 6 for 6 wide, only to go out with a trend day where 2 sets of single prints hold and have a double distribution day. As we have singles in G, singles in H, they had singles in I, which got filled. But again, they got two-sided trade also late in the day. They don't go out with a price probe, but they have a trend day that they are holding. And I would use A's high to the day's low and I's low to the day's high as my double distribution, even though there's 2 sets of single prints. As for us, volume horrendous, 47 million. Good day. Not a lot of trading. I didn't take a trade actually after K. First trade I took. So the first 2 trades I took today were for tomorrow's expiration, the 20th. And then I went to today's expiration on the last 3 trades of the day. I only took 5 trades today. Took a long in A period against the gap, 377 calls. Now, even though the gap filled when I first took the call, before it filled a couple times, I got that little ebb and flow back up. Never got to the opening, so I wasn't holding them. And then finally, as we got closer to where it looked like the gap would fill, I said enough of that, so I didn't do any more of that. B period. I took a short versus half back at the time, and because we were one time framing down. Now I know the ES did not one time frame down in B, but I did. We took out the low, we came back up. I took a short, looking to see if we were going to come back down and test the day's low. Those were the 380 puts, and they both worked out, both the long in A and the short in B. Did nothing in C. D period, I said what I am going to do is if D takes out C's low, I will take a short to see what we get at the day's low. And that's exactly what I did. I took the 379 puts that expired today. Right when we took out C's low, we went down, took some off at the day's low and below. That turned out to be a nice trade. The best of the day at the time, that short in D. G period. Now, told the room, unless we get acceptance above the opening, nothing changed for me. So I didn't want to get long when we took out E's high. I didn't get long when we took out F's high. Where I did get long is when we went up. Before we took out the day's high, we pulled back a couple of times in G, and I took the 378 calls that expired today, and it worked out very nicely. It took decent size twice. And when it finally went up and popped the top, took them off. So that worked out very nice. And then the other trade, the last trade of the day was K. I'm like, the market's getting very long here. Look at all our volume. It's being done up here. Buyers aren't getting much. So I'm like, if we take out J's low, I'm taking a short. I took a 50 lot. I took a 50 put lot, 380 puts. Made decent money on 30 of them. I was holding 20 of them. I thought maybe we'd test the open and get more of a pullback. Never got it, went back up, took the 20 off for basically scratch. And that was it. That was it. I did tell the room I didn't expect L&M to go ripping higher because we didn't get much of a pullback in K. So when a lot of times when that happens, L&M might alleviate some more of those longs. Now that didn't happen either. Really nothing happened. I mean, we had a reversal bar on M, but it was a very tight range because L's range was tight and nothing really much happened. But I do believe the market overall from today is still pretty long. So it's going to be interesting where we trade tonight and tomorrow morning. If we trade up here, you're going to just have more and more people getting long. So tomorrow morning, if we are below, say K's low, then anybody up here would be, for my money's worth, trap long, if that is to happen. All right, destinations for tomorrow. First one on the upside is today's high, 379.23. Then we have the single print still from the 14th, 379.56. Get filled at 67. And then we have 380.48, which was 10 wide from that day. And 380.76, the afternoon rally high in G. And 381.13, which is a weekly high. For the downside, we have K's lows, the afternoon pullback low of 378.83. Then we don't have anything to today's low of 376.75. The POC from Friday, which is 376.42, and a weekly low of 373.70. So again, your destinations are far and wide apart on both sides. And then on the charts, monthly, again, one time framing up, very healthy. We want to stay above 374.66 last month's high, but right now healthy. Weekly, we only have 3 days left in the week because we were closed yesterday. It's balanced. It's an inside week. Do we come out of it? Hopefully we do. Question is, which way are we going to come out of the inside week? And then the daily, now is a 2-day balance. I was definitely calling it down. We went balance, then we went bear for the day, now back to balance. 2-day balance. I'll use today's high as the high of it and Friday's low as the low of it. Hope you had a great day trading. Have a good evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening